Before we dive in, let's rewind to the early careers of Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Both were young, ambitious, and hungry for success. They started off on good terms, sharing verses and showing mutual respect. But as they climbed the ladder of success, a shadow began to loom over their friendship. Small misunderstandings grew into disagreements, and the hip-hop world began to sense a brewing storm. But as stars rose, so did the tension between them. The first signs of public conflict emerged in 2013. It was a year of seismic shifts in the hip-hop landscape. One of the most significant tremors, that would be Kendrick Lamar's explosive verse on Big Sean's track, Control. In the song, Kendrick didn't just spit bars. He fired shots. He issued a challenge to his peers, a call to raise the bar in the rap game. Among the names he dropped, Drake. He didn't just call Drake out. He declared himself the King of New York, a title that has been held by some of the greatest to ever touch a mic. This was a bold move, even by Kendrick's standards. Drake, not one to shy away from conflict, didn't take this lying down. In subsequent interviews, he expressed his disdain for Kendrick's verse. He said it felt cheap, like a ploy for attention. He questioned Kendrick's motivations, suggesting that the Compton rapper's ambitions were more about creating a buzz than pushing the culture forward. But words in interviews are one thing, words on a track, that's a whole different ball game. Drake responded in the best way he knew how, through his music. On tracks like The Language and Tuscan Leather from his album Nothing Was the Same, Drake fired back. He didn't call Kendrick out by name, but the subliminal messages were clear as day. Drake was not impressed by Kendrick's claim to the throne. In the world of rap, this was more than just a disagreement, it was a clash of titans, a battle of words and wit. Both artists were at the top of their game, each with a unique style and a legion of devoted fans. This was more than just a rap beef. It was a battle for supremacy, a fight for the very soul of hip-hop. And so the stage was set for a rap beef that would captivate the hip-hop world. And boy did it ever. But that, dear listeners, is a tale for another time. The feud was far from over after Control. In the aftermath of Kendrick's verse on Control, the rap world was abuzz with speculation and anticipation. But the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar was just heating up. The years that followed saw a series of subliminal disses and veiled jabs exchanged in songs and interviews, adding fuel to the already blazing feud. Drake, always known for his introspective lyrics and emotional depth, didn't shy away from addressing the tension in his music. He subtly countered Kendrick's Control verse in tracks like The Language and Used To, where he artfully wove in veiled disses, challenging Kendrick's claim to the throne. On the other hand, Kendrick, a master storyteller and lyricist, responded in kind. In songs like The Blacker the Berry and King Kunta, he offered his own cryptic disses, further stoking the flames of the feud. His lines were sharp, his delivery was intense, and his message was clear. He wasn't backing down. The tension between the two spilled over into interviews as well. Drake, in a Rolling Stone interview, questioned Kendrick's lyrical prowess, stating, "It's not about who can rap the best. It's about who can make the best song. That's where I excel." Kendrick, in an interview with Billboard, retorted by saying, "I respect Drake for his talent, but I'm the most influential rapper of my generation." And so the back and forth continued. Fans and critics alike dissected every lyric, every line, every word for any hint of a diss. Every new release from either artist was scrutinized to the nth degree, each perceived slight, dissected, and analyzed. Social media was awash with theories and debates, with fans taking sides and staking their claims. As the years rolled on, the feud showed no signs of slowing. It was a war of words, a battle of lyrical prowess, and a testament to the competitive spirit of hip-hop. Each new release from Drake and Kendrick was scrutinized for any hint of a diss, fueling the fire of their feud. By 2015, the beef between Kendrick and Drake had reached its peak. This was a year of unforgettable moments in hip-hop history, marked by fiery lyrics and electrifying performances. The feud, which had been simmering beneath the surface, erupted into a full-blown lyrical war. Kendrick Lamar, the Compton-born lyricist, had always been one to put his thoughts and feelings out in the open. His Grammy performance that year was no different. This was a performance that was more than just a display of his rap prowess. It was a declaration of his position in the rap game. Kendrick's verses, brimming with raw emotions and hard-hitting words, were a clear message to Drake and the rest of the rap world. Meanwhile, Drake was not one to be outdone. The Toronto native, known for his smooth flows and catchy hooks, responded in the way he knew best, through his music. His Summer 16 tour was a spectacle in every sense of the word. Drake used this platform to assert his dominance, not just over Kendrick but over the entire rap scene. His performances were a testament to his resilience and determination, demonstrating that he was not going to back down from any challenge. The height of this beef brought out the best in both Kendrick and Drake. They pushed each other to their limits, challenging one another to up their game and elevate their craft. The tension between them was palpable, their rivalry fueling a creative energy that was impossible to ignore. But amid this intense rivalry, it's important to remember that they both continued to dominate the charts and the culture. Despite the beef, they were still two of the most influential figures in hip-hop, their music resonating with millions of fans around the world. The height of the beef was a testament to their skill, their determination, and their influence. It was a time of great conflict, but also one of great creativity. Despite the intense rivalry, both rappers continued to dominate the charts and the culture. In the years since, the beef has cooled, but it has never fully disappeared. The echoes of this rap feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake have continued to resonate in the world of hip-hop. Like a record spinning on a turntable, the needle occasionally skips back to those fiery verses, those pointed comments, and the tension that once permeated the airwaves. In recent years, there has been a noticeable shift in the dynamics of this feud. The overt disses have been replaced with subtler jabs, and the aggressive posturing has given way to a more passive-aggressive approach. It's as if both rappers have decided to let their music do the talking, rather than their words. Take, for instance, the time when Kendrick released Humble, a track that many interpreted as a veiled critique of Drake's style. Or when Drake dropped Diplomatic Immunity, which contained lines that some fans believed were aimed at Kendrick. These incidents might seem minor in comparison to the earlier days of their feud, but they serve to keep the embers of this beef alive. While both Kendrick and Drake have moved on to other projects and collaborations, their past confrontations have left an indelible mark on their careers. It's hard to listen to a track from either rapper without wondering if there's a hidden message or a veiled diss tucked away in the lyrics. And then there are the speculations. The fans, the critics, the hip-hop community as a whole, they all speculate about the current status of this feud. Is it truly over? Or is it merely dormant? Will they ever collaborate again? Or have their differences driven them apart for good? These questions, like the feud itself, remain unanswered. And perhaps that's the beauty of it. This rap beef has evolved into something greater than just a disagreement between two artists. It's become a symbol of the rivalry and competition that fuels the hip-hop industry. While it's unclear if Kendrick and Drake will ever fully bury the hatchet, their feud remains a fascinating chapter in hip-hop history. In the world of hip-hop, beefs are often part and parcel of the game. This feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake was no different. But what sets this one apart is its significance in shaping both artists' careers and the overall landscape of the hip-hop industry. This was not merely a clash of words or a contest of lyrical prowess. It was a testament to their individual artistic identities, their unique styles, and their commitment to their craft. The passion and intensity that fueled this beef only further cemented their status as two of the most influential figures in contemporary hip-hop. Their rivalry, as heated as it was, brought about a renewed sense of competition and creativity in the industry. It was a vivid reminder of the power of hip-hop as a platform for expression, dialogue, and even confrontation. The ripple effects of their feud can still be felt today, influencing emerging artists and shaping the narratives within the genre. Their feud, while it may have been contentious, was a catalyst for growth, both for Kendrick and Drake individually, and for the hip-hop community as a whole. It pushed boundaries, challenged norms, and sparked conversations that extended far beyond the realm of music. And that wraps up our deep dive into the Kendrick Lamar and Drake rap beef. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Before we close, let's take a moment to reflect on the legacy and influence of this feud. The Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef isn't just a chapter in rap history, it's a case study in artistic rivalry and the impact it can have on an entire industry. The feud pushed both artists to new creative heights, inspiring some of their best work, and it served as a catalyst for discussions about authenticity, artistry, and the evolving definition of success in the hip-hop world. Even today, young artists entering the scene are learning from their feud, understanding the power of their words and the influence they can wield through their music. It's a testament to the enduring power of hip-hop and the profound impact that two talented individuals can have on an entire industry. And while the beef may have ended, its echoes can still be heard in the music we listen to today. So, while we may have reached the end of this story, the influence and legacy of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake feud continues, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Looking forward, it's clear that this feud has set a precedent for future artists. As we move into a new era of hip-hop, the Kendrick Lamar and Drake feud serves as a reminder of the power of words and the impact they can have on an artist's career and the industry as a whole. The lessons learned from this feud will undoubtedly shape the future of hip-hop, influencing new artists and the music they create. It's a sobering reminder of the stakes involved in the world of music and the responsibility that artists have to their fans and the culture they represent. So as we look to the future, let's remember the legacy of this feud and the transformative power of music. And remember, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on the latest hip-hop news and analysis, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more content like this, and as always, thanks for watching.